Hello everyone, this is Savita Acharya from Canara Engineering College. In this video lecture, we'll look into a few exercise problems of Module 3. Question number 1. Create your own two input Verilog gates called MyOR, MyAND and MyNOT from two input NAND gates. Check the functionality of these gates with the stimulus module. First we will see how to realize a OR gate, AND gate and NOT gate using NAND gates only. So I have a two input NAND gate. If I short the inputs and give a signal A, the output will be say C1 equal to A bar. So this will be my NOT gate. Okay. My AND gate. I will take one NAND gate to which I give two inputs A and B. So this will be, let me take the output as x1 A dot B whole bar. If you pass this through an inverter, then the output will be C2 equal to A dot B. So this is nothing but the my AND gate. Finally, my OR gate is realized using say two inverters. Say to one inverter I give A and to the other inverter I give B. These two inputs, these two signals given to another NAND gate. So this will give me, so this is say Y1 equal to A bar, Y2 equal to B bar. So this is nothing but C3 equal to A or B. So here if you want to see what actually happens is A bar dot B bar whole bar. So that is nothing but A plus B, applying De Morgan's theorem. Now moving on to writing the program module. Let me take, say first I will draw the block diagram for this. Say a block diagram is nothing but a black box. So to this I will give the module name as gates and input is A and B. Output is C1 for the output of NOT gate, C2 for AND gate and C3 for my OR gate. Okay. So coming to the program, module gates A, comma B, C1, C2, C3. Okay. On port declaration, input A, comma B and output C1, C2, C3. Okay. Now going for my NOT gate first. So instantiate a NAND gate. The instance label is my NOT, and for the primitive gates, which NAND is a primitive gate, first terminal should always be the output C1 and the two inputs are nothing, minimum two inputs for a NAND gate. So two inputs are same thing if you want to realize it as a NOT gate. Next coming to the AND gate. So for that we have two instances. So let me take the first one. First one, say I'll just differentiate. This is my NOT gate. I've just put a comment. Next I will be doing my NAND gate. Okay. Sorry, my AND. So for my AND, I require a NAND gate. So I will give some instance label to this. Say N1. Okay. N1 is say output of this is X1 A comma B, and next NAND gate is, I will name it as my AND. Okay, output of that is C2 and input is X1. Both the inputs are X1 only because it is behaving like a inverter. The last one is my OR gate. So for that I want one NAND gate. So I'll take this as N2 and this one as N3. N2 is output is Y1 A comma A. It's an inverter. Next one is N3. Output is Y2 B comma B. That is also an inverter. The third NAND gate is, I will name it as my OR. Okay. And output is C3 and input is Y1 and Y2. So this is the program. We'll move on to write the stimulus block for the program that we have just written. I'll just recall the block diagram of the program that we have written. The program module name is gates. It has got two inputs, that is A and B, and two outputs, that is three outputs, C1, C2 and C3. C1 is the output of my NOT gate, C2 is the output of my AND gate, and C3 is the output of my OR gate. So let me call the name of the module as stimulus only, the stimulus block. Okay, and I will use to avoid confusion, I will use the same signal names. So I will declare A and B as register and C1, C2, C3 as wire. Now I will instantiate. The module is gates. Say let me give the instance name as G1 and the order, I will connect it by order. So the order is first two are inputs and next three are outputs. So now applying the stimulus, say there are two inputs. So I will take all possible combinations of the two inputs. Say first I will take A0 and B0. Then after a delay of say 10 time units, I will take A0 and B as 1. Another after a time delay of another 10 units, I will take A1 and B0. Finally, the last combination, that is A1 and B1. Okay. So end followed by end module. This should come in the next line. I am just putting this because of lack of space. Okay, this is the stimulus block. Second question. Two input XOR gate can be built from my AND, my OR and my NOT gates. Construct an XOR module in Verilog that realizes the logic function z equal to xy bar plus x bar y. Inputs are x and y and z is the output. Write a stimulus module that exercises all four combinations of x and y inputs. So in the previous problem, we have realized this one, right? We have realized, I just put it here, recall it here. We have realized my NOT, my AND and my OR gates using only NOT gates. Okay, and that module had two inputs, that is A and B, and three outputs, that is C1, C2 and C3. C1 was the output of NOT gate, C2 was the output of my AND gate, and C3 was the output of my OR gate. So here in this program problem, we are required to realize an XOR gate. Say I will take the module name as XOR underscore gate, and to this the inputs are X and Y as given in the question, and Z is the output. So for this can be realized using x bar y plus xy bar. Okay. Now you can see that to realize this expression we require AND function, NOT function, AND function and an OR function. So we will proceed to write the program. Say module, name of the module is XOR gate, input XY and ports are XY and Z. declare the inputs x and y and output z. Now we will proceed to realize the expression. For that, first for this expression we require x bar as well as y bar. So I will find not of x and not of y by realizing this module, that is gates. For that, if you recall, my NOT gate was realized using A as the input and C1 as the output. So now I will instantiate this gates, this module gates, okay, gates, and I will randomly give some instance label. Now we will go for connection by name. So before that, I will just declare some intermediate signals by the keyword wire. So I will name xn to hold not of x and yn to hold uh, not of y. So here connection by order is dot of C1, that is output, and output here is xn, comma, dot x, a, here x. Are you able to recall? Say connection by name is a dot, you have to use the signal name period, you have to use the signal name that is used in the module, and in the brackets the signal name that is used in the current program, top level module. Now here XOR gate is the top module and gates is the component module. So this is the signal of the component module and this is the signal name that you are using in the top module. Similarly, this is the output of the NOT gate, and here input of the NOT gate in the module is A, so dot A, and here the signal is X, that is in the top module. Okay, so other names I have not used, I have just skipped those because actually this module, gates module, has got 2 inputs and 3 outputs. If you are using connection by order, then you have to write all the signals. But connection by name means I am specifically telling which signal is to be mapped to which signal in the top module. Okay, so it's enough if I write this. So these are the signals that I have used for realizing my NOT gate. Correct? So similarly, I have to find for the NOT of y. So gates n2 dot c1 yn dot a y. So this gives me NOT of y. Now next is we will instantiate the AND function. So to find x bar y and xy bar. Okay. So for that I will again instantiate the module gates. I will give some instance label n3. Now AND gate output is C2, right? C2. So dot C2 inside the brackets to find x bar y. This is xn. Sorry, output here I have to give one more wire, say xny, that is x bar y, and xyn is xy bar. So these two signals I will use. So C2 for x bar y, the signal is xny. Okay, comma dot A is the input in the main module, that is the component module. In the top module, A is X here. Similarly, dot B and Y. Okay, this is finding X bar Y. Next, XY bar, that is again the NOT function, sorry, AND function. C2, now we are finding XY bar. Okay. Sorry, here it is xn, that is x bar y, no? So dot a x, y, 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 comma dot b yn, that is xy bar. So this is x bar y is found here, and x bar y also is realized. Now the last expression is x bar y plus xy bar. Okay. So for that again we will have to realize the OR gate. So if you recall, OR gate output is OR gate output, I'll take N5. OR gate output is dot C3 in the component module, and here C3 is nothing but Z, right? Because the final expression is Z equal to x bar y plus xy bar. So that is what we are going to realize in this expression. So it is Z, comma, a dot a in the component module. Here it is x bar y, comma, dot b xy bar, done. Okay. Finally end module. Now to write the stimulus block for the same problem. So I will just redraw the block diagram. XOR underscore gate, inputs are X and Y, and output is Z. Okay. So for this we need to find the test bench. So module XOR underscore TB. There are no ports, so I will declare X and Y as registers and Z as wire. Now I will instantiate the XOR gate X1 X comma Y comma Z. This is the order in which I have defined. Then inside the initial block I will just give all four combinations with the two inputs, say X equal to 1 tick B0, Y equal to 1 tick B0, and X equal to, after a delay of say 10 time units, X equal to 1 tick B0 and Y equal to 1 tick B1. Next combination is 1 0, X equal to 1 tick B1 and Y equal to 1 tick B0. Last combination is 1 1, X is 1 and Y is also 1. Okay. This ends the initial block, finally end module. Question number 3. The 1-bit full adder can be expressed in a sum of products form. Sum equal to A B C in plus A bar B C in plus A bar B bar C in plus A B bar C in bar. And C out is given by AB plus BC in plus AC in. Design a logic circuit to implement the 1-bit full adder using only AND, NOT and OR gates. Write the stimulus for the full adder and check the functionality for all input combinations. So the question is to realize the full adder using only basic gates, that is AND, OR and NOT gates. So I will first proceed to write the block diagram. So the inputs are A, B and C in. C underscore in, and output is sum S sum and C underscore out. Okay, using only AND, OR and NOT gates, that is the primitive gates. So program module full adder A B C underscore in sum and C underscore out, input A B C underscore in, output sum and Cout. Now we will find, because for all the cases we require not of this thing, all the three inputs. So accordingly, when and where required, we will declare the intermediate signals as wires. So I will use AN for holding not of N, BN for holding not of B, not of A, AN, not of B, BN, and not of Cin as Cn. Okay. So I have to instantiate the NOT gate 3 times. So first time say x1 an comma a, this finds not of a. Second x2 bn comma b, and say x3 cn comma c underscore in. Okay. Next I need OR gates and gates. Say 1 to find a 1, 2, 3, 4 product terms, 5, 6, 7 product terms. So one by one I will be finding. So I will go in this order only, starting from the sum expression. So and, so I will take the instance label in the sequential order. So output I will have to use, say I will take it as N1, N2 and N3 for the first 4 product terms of sum. Okay. So N1 is A, comma B, comma C underscore in. Okay. Next expression is A bar B C in bar. So and, let this be x5 n2 A bar is an, B is b, C in bar is Cn. Okay, this is the second AND term. Third AND term, let me take it as x6. The output is n3, A bar, B bar and C in. So A bar is an, B bar is bn and C in. The last AND term for the sum output is, say let it be instance label x7 and output let it be n4. So now the expression is A B bar C in bar. Okay, so A B bar and C in bar is Cn. Okay, this realizes the 4 AND terms of, this is the 4 AND terms of the sum expression. Now for finding the sum, I have to OR all these 4. So I will instantiate a OR gate. Let this be x8. Output of the OR gate is nothing but sum, and the 4 inputs are the 4 product terms N2, N1, N2, N3 and N4. So this is done with the, we are done with the sum of full adder. Now coming to the carry. So the first expression is A and B. So for that I require AND gate. Let this be x9. Output I will take it as say N5. Okay. N5 comma A comma B. Next is AND x10. Let me take the output as N6. N6 B comma C in. Okay, the last one is AND x11. Let this be N7 A comma C underscore in. So these are the 3 AND terms of the carry out. So I require one more OR gate, or let this be x12. Okay, output is C out N5 N6 N7 and module. Now to draw the now to write the stimulus block for this full adder. So I will write again the block diagram of the full adder. The inputs are A, B and C in. Output is sum and C underscore out. Okay. So for this, the inputs, there are 3 inputs, so there will be 8 possible combinations for this test vector. Okay. So module, full adder, test bench. There are no ports for this, so the port list is empty. Now I will declare A, B and C in as register and sum and C out as C underscore out as wire. Okay. Next step is to instantiate the full adder. So I will instantiate by order. So A, B, C in, sum and C underscore out. Okay. Now to apply the stimulus, that is inside the initial block, initial begin. So now A equal to 0, B equal to 0 and C equal to 0. After a delay of say 10 units, A equal to 0, that is 0, 0, 1. So 0, 0, 1. Sorry, this is C in. So I will do for simplicity, I will take this as C only, so that it is easier for me to write the stimulus. Next combination is 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, 0. 0, 1, 1. So accordingly, I have put all the possible combinations, that is starting from 0, 0, 0 to 1, 1, 1. Finally end and end module. Question number 4. The logic diagram for an RS latch with delay is shown below. This is the logic diagram using 2 NOR gates connected in a crisscross manner. Write the Verilog description for the RS latch. Include delays of 1 unit when instantiating the NOR gates. Write the stimulus module for the RS latch and verify the outputs. This is the truth table for the RS latch. When set and reset inputs both are 0, 0, output is same as the previous output. So Qn plus 1 is equal to Qn. 0, 1, the output is 0. For 1, 0, output is 1 and for 1, 1, it is undefined. Okay. So we'll proceed to write the gate level program. Module RS latch underscore latch. I will take this as the module name. Input is set, reset, output Q and Q bar. These are the ports of this module. Input, set and reset, output Q, Q bar. Now we'll instantiate the NOR gate. NOR, we have it is asked to include a delay of 1 unit. Okay, so hash 1. I will take the instance label as N1 randomly. Say this is N1 and this as N2. So N1, so this NOR, this one is the primitive gate. This NOR is a primitive gate. So always the order is first it should be the output. Output of this N1 is Q. Okay, Q, and input is reset. And the other input is Q bar. right? This other input is Q bar. Next up, instantiate the NOR gate once again with the delay of 1 unit. The instance label is N2. Output is Q bar. Input is set. And the other input here is Q. End module. So this is the Verilog description of the logic diagram that is given here for the RS latch. Now the stimulus block, I will just write the stimulus block, say module RS underscore TB, empty braces. Now I will declare register R and S and wire Q and Q bar, QB. I have slightly changed the names of the signals. Okay. Now I will instantiate this RS latch. This is the name of the module that we have defined earlier. And say X1 is the instance label. Now I will just for a change I will connect by name. Okay, so R is to be connected to R, S to be S. So here I need not bother about in which order I have defined in the module definition. So I will take it as reset was the name of my signal for reset in the module. Here it is R. Okay, and set was the name in the module. Here it is S, Q, commas, dot Q for Q only here also, and dot I just write it in the next line, dot Q bar in this in the module definition, that is to be mapped to QB in this module stimulus block. Okay. Now to apply the inputs, you have to apply all these 4 combinations. Okay. So initial, begin, we'll start with say S equal to 0, R equal to 0. Say always it is better to, rather than using 0 0 initial as per the truth table, it is always better to get the latch to a predefined state. Okay, so I will give S as 0 and R as 1. What this will do is this will get the latch to a predefined state. S0 and R1 means latch output will be 0. What happens if you give 0 0 first is, it is same as the previous state. So initially when the program is running, the previous state is undefined. So that's why we have to get to the latch to a predefined state. Now I can give, I write it here only due to lack of space. After a delay of set and time units, now I will make S equal to 0 and R equal to 0. Now the output should be same as previous, means whatever the output previously it would have set to 0, that only should be retained. Next, after a delay of set and time units, I will give S equal to 1 and R equal to 0. Then finally I can get the last state which is undefined, that is S as 1 and R also 1. Okay. Then end for the initial block followed by end module. Question number 5. Design a 2:1 multiplexer using BufF 0 and BufF 1 gates as shown below. So this is the logic diagram of the 2:1 multiplexer using BufF 1 and BufF 0. So I'll just recall buffif1 and buffif0 are primitive gates. So buffif1 is a buffer with a active high control signal. That means when the control line is 1, this buffer will be active. Whatever is at the input will be transmitted to the output. Okay. Similarly, buffif0 is a buffer with the active low control line. So that is why you can see the bubble here. So whenever the control line is 0, this buffer will be active. So whatever is at the input will be transmitted to the output. So I'll just draw the block diagram of the 2:1 multiplexer. So I will take mux21 as the module name, two inputs. So in 1 and in 0, and one output, and one select line. Yes, okay. So as per this truth table, S and out. So when S is 0, out is equal to in 0, and when S is 1, out is equal to in 1. In addition to that, you can see here the delay specification for gates B1 and B2 are as follows. So here there are three types. We have already studied that there are three types of delays, that is rise delay, fall delay and turn off delay. And these three delays can be in three different ranges, that is minimum value, typical value and maximum value. So this table gives the different delay values. So you have to consider this as well while writing the program. Apply stimulus and test the output values. So we'll proceed to write the program now. So name of the module is mux21. Port list is in 0, in 1, yes, and out. Input in 0, in 1, and yes, and output out. Okay. Now we will instantiate the buffer. Buff if 0, the instance name is B1. Here you can see this is a primitive gate, and hence the terminal or list order is first always the output. Output of B1 is out. Input is in 0 followed by the control signal. Okay. Now before that we have to specify the delay. I'll just put that. So B0 instance name is the delay we specify by hash and inside brackets, right? So first always is the first one should be the uh, uh, minimum value. Next one is the typical value, and then next is the maximum value. So here in each range there can be rise time, fall time and turn off time. So rise time is minimum value of rise time is 1, minimum value of fall time is 3, and minimum value of turn off time is 5. So these rise time, fall time and turn off time are separated by a colon. Similarly, typical value typical value for rise time is 2, typical value for fall time is 4, and typical value for turn off time is 6. Similarly, maximum rise, maximum fall and maximum turn off is 7. Okay. Then you can have the instance label, that is B1, and the terminal list, that is out first, in 0 and S. Likewise, we'll write the instantiation line for buffif1 hash. The minimum value is the same thing, 1 is to 3 is to 5, 2 is to 4 is to 6, and 3 is to 5 is to 7. B2 out is out, input is in 1, and thus control signal is control line, followed by end module. Okay. Next is writing the stimulus block for the multiplexer. So stimulus, I will just redraw the multiplexer block diagram. Mux 2:1 is the module name. In 1 and in 0 are the two inputs. S is the output. S is the select line and out is the output. Module, I will give mux21 underscore tb as the name of the module, empty parenthesis. I'll declare in 0, in 1 and S as registers because they are inputs, and wire as, and out as wire. Now next is instantiating the 2:1 multiplexer. I will instantiate by order. So mux 2:1, say x1 is the name of the instance. The order there is in 0, in 1, S and out. So I'll take the same order in 0, in 1, S and out. Then applying the stimulus, we just have to apply some value to in 1 and in 0. Say let me take in 0 as 1 and in 1 as 0. Okay, this is one time. Then I will assign S initially 0. S as initially I will assign 0. Then after a delay of say 10 time units, I will assign S to 1. Okay, this is end and end module. So here what we are doing is this in 0 and in 1 we are inputs. We have just assigned it at time t equal to 0 only. In 0 as 1 and in 1 as 0. And initially to test the multiplexer I will set S equal to 0. So now the output should be equal to 1 because when S is 0, output is equal to in 0. Okay. Then after a delay of 10 time units, I have made S equal to 1. That time output should be equal to 0 because in 1 is 0. Okay. This is how you test the 2:1 multiplexer. Thank you.